Right, season's greetings, one and all, and welcome to the Christmas special of Dumb Luck. Now, I think this is going to be a slightly longer video than I normally do, so I'm going to start with a bit of an introduction, and if you don't fancy that, you can skip to the rules section, and if you don't fancy the rules section, you can skip to the gameplay section. And if you don't fancy the gameplay section, then I'm not sure why you clicked on this video. But have a good Christmas anyway, and take care. Anyway, right, what am I going to do? So I've called this the Cultist Carol, and what I've decided to do is take part in the long tradition of doing my own version of Dickens' A Christmas Carol. Now, I've been wanting to do a sort of custom version of it for a very long time, but as it turns out, I don't really have the time or the patience or the creativity or the expertise or any of that to actually put together my own custom scenario. So what I've done is I've kind of cobbled it together using existing stuff, which I know is good, so it can't fail. Why the Christmas Carol? Well, I absolutely love the Christmas Carol. I love Christmas. I'm a big fan of it, and the Christmas Carol just is an integral part of my Christmas. I love the book. I don't pretend to be a particular expert on Dickens or literature in general, but I do read it every Christmas, and I love it, and I love all the different versions of it. I won't. Anytime there's a version on, I'll watch it. In fact, I've got Scrooged paused at the moment on the TV, which is a bit of a scary coincidence. I don't know, it's just brilliant. I mean, my top 3 versions would probably be in third place, probably the Muppets Christmas Carol, which for a really large number of people is like the definitive version of the Christmas Carol, and I know that there are some people who are actually surprised to discover that Jacob Marley doesn't actually have a brother called Robert, which, fair play, Jim Henson, great gag, that really good. And also I think it's like one of Michael Caine's actually genuinely best performances. I'll tell you what, don't ask me a question during the moment where he gives Beaker the red scarf, because all you'll get is a weird sort of blubber from me. It's such a great moment. Second is probably the Disney, the animated one, the most recent one. I think it looks incredible, it sounds incredible, and it's probably the most faithful reconstruction of the book. And yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. But my absolute favourite is it's a little bit left field, and it's one of those ones where it sort of exists in a universe where the Christmas Carol already exists, and that's a few years ago. There's a Doctor Who Christmas Carol. It had Catherine Jenkins in it, and it was so clever. The way they did the Ghost of Christmas Future was so clever. It was fantastic. I won't say what happens, just in case you haven't seen it, but I highly recommend it. It was really good. So anyway, yeah, that's the idea. I've sort of cobbled together a few bits and pieces, and I am going to attempt to reconstruct the story of the Christmas Carol via the medium of Arkham Horror, the living card game, which I'm pretty sure hasn't been done before. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of dumb luck chaos for good measure. So, on to the rules. Okay, here we go, on to the rules. So, essentially, what I'm going to be doing here is playing the Midnight Masks. With quite a few changes. So, firstly, most unusually for dumb luck, I'm actually going to play with a pre-constructed deck. So I had a long old hard think about who would best be the best investigator to represent Scrooge, and then I decided, no, actually, I'm just going to play with who I want to. So I think I've ended up with potentially the least Scrooge-like character in the game. I'm going with Agnes. Now, the reason I'm going to play as Agnes is because out of the first series of Dumb Luck, the Agnes deck that came out of that inspired me to actually make this deck. This is the mildly concerned Agnes deck. And it's kind of the most the best deck that's come out of the series. So I've decided to play with that one because I really enjoy it. And I have elected to take Haunted because that felt on theme as my basic weakness. All right, so how would it be normal to normal Midnight Masks? Okay, well, firstly, there'll be 3 agenda. Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas yet to come. And I think they're gonna be 6 Doom, 6 Doom, 8 Doom. What will happen is at the start of every agenda, 3 of the locations of the Midnight Masks map will have a flood token put on them. And what they will represent is moments in Scrooge's life, things that the ghosts take him to see, demons from his past that he has to overcome. And you know, like Midnight Masks, the idea is to try and get as many as possible. So there's a potential of a total score of 9. So what will happen is a location will be in play, and there'll be 3 tokens for every agenda. And I've managed to weave the story into it, so I can do a bit of storytelling, which will probably be a disaster while we're doing it. But the way we will be tackling those demons is it won't be like in normal Midnight Masks. It will be like in Blood of the Altar. I told you I was taking bits from other scenarios. And what I have to do is I have to clear the clues, and then as a free trigger, I can discard the flood token and produce what would normally be a cultist. And here we come to the first big old slice of dumb luck chaos. Take a moment, pause the video, see if you can guess what this deck of cards represents. Okay, this is every single elite or VP enemy in the entire game, up to and including the end of Dream Eaters, but not including any of the standalones. So, slight spoiler alert: there may be cards in here that come from any cycle up to the Dream Eaters. And what will happen is this enemy will spawn in my location, and if I defeat that enemy, that will class as a point. So, who knows who we could get coming up here? We've got lots of different backs. We've got some acts. We've got some story. We've even got a player card in there somewhere. So I'll probably just draw it from the bottom. But the idea will be to sort of weave that into the story. I'll be trying to save as many, try and defeat as many of those as possible. There might be a bit of a rules clash at times. Like I know, for example, there's enemies in here that can't be defeated, which obviously makes it a little bit harder. Or like, you know, if the brood of Yog Sothoth pops up, I haven't got the esoteric formula. So one of the rules will be I may spend a clue to break a rule on an enemy card. So it could be something like, the massive rule, or it might be retaliate. But I can spend clues on doing that, because otherwise clues have kind of got no value in this one, apart from just being taken out. If an enemy has a stat missing for whatever reason, like most notably I'm thinking health, if it's indestructible, then that stat will be taken as the shroud of the location that it spawned. All spawn effects and all that are ignored, but any other effects, as best as I can weave it into the game and the narrative, I will attempt to do. Also, I can spend a clue to deal an extra point of damage at any point when I'm attacking an enemy. Okay, so there we go. That's it. I'll work through the 3 acts. And like I said, I've managed to work out how I can pin this all down to the story using all 9 locations of Midnight Masks, which will be a load of fun. However, there's another deck here, and this is every single story asset ally in the game up to that point as well. And this is going to represent the Ghost of Christmas Past, the Ghost of Christmas Present, and the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. So at the start of each agenda, I will randomly draw one of these to represent that ghost. They will stay with me. They will not take up an ally slot. They will take up a new slot, which is a ghost slot, and they will stick with me through the agenda, unless they get defeated, of course. And then at the start of the next agenda, I will draw the next one, and that will replace it. And one special rule I'm doing there, because I'm playing with Agnes, is I will say that I can put horror on them to trigger Agnes's ability, just to give me a bit of use. But you know, it could be absolutely anyone there. It could even be like the horrified passenger. It could actually be something quite negative, or it could be like Adam Lynch, who when he disappears will chuck another token in the thing. So yeah, that's it. That's the idea. Apart from that, it'll be normal Midnight Masks rules. And yeah, final thing, I've decided not to test it. I've decided just to record it in one go and just see what happens. And you know, it might be way too easy, it might be way too hard. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing it for a laugh. And really, this is just a big thank you to anybody who's watching any of my videos. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's go. Come in and know me better, man. We will go straight to the Ghost of Christmas Past when I rejoin you. Okay, so here we go. We're ready to go with Agenda 1. So this is the final spoiler warning. During this play, I will be revealing random enemies from all the cycles up to the end of the Dream Eaters, including return to what's it called, the Forgotten Age, and showing story asset allies. Okay, so if you don't want to see those cards, it's probably best not to watch on. I won't be spoiling any story of it or anything like that, but you will obviously see some of the key characters, shall we say. Right, here we go. We're ready to go. So it's Arkham. It's the 1920s. It's Christmas Eve. Agnes Baker has come into possession of a copy of Charles Dickens's Christmas Carol, one of her favourite books. Unbeknownst to her, this particular copy has actually been sitting in the Silver Twilight Lodge, and has unfortunately sort of been in the blast radius of a ritual, and has become possessed by some eldritch monstrosity. Something I can't pronounce, let's just assume. And this eldritch monster has decided that it is going to torment Agnes this Christmas Eve by making her relive the events of A Christmas Carol. Now, Agnes Baker, being both wise of Dickens and the mythos, realises that if she is going to survive the night and save Christmas, then she has to try and recreate the events of the Christmas Carol as best she can, essentially leading to a conclusion where Ebenezer Scrooge's soul is saved, as her soul and his are now linked in their fates. So we're ready to go. Here we go. It's the first act. I'm very excited. Acting agenda. So I placed a flood token in the Riv Town, in Miskatonic University, and in Downtown. The purpose of those will become clear if I go to those locations. Right. First job then. Let's get my startup hand, and then we reveal the Ghost of Christmas Past. Right, what have I got? Forbidden Knowledge, always good. Four of Cups is definitely staying. Probably don't need Scrounge for Supplies. Uncaged the Soul is probably a bit much, seeing as I've got Forbidden Knowledge. And yeah, I'll kick the Water Protection just to look for something a bit better to start off with. That's a bit better. Shriveling level 5. St. Hubert's Key is also great. And Sixth Sense, wow, okay, blimey, I wish I had that Uncage the Soul. Right, okay. Is there a story asset ally who gives me lots of money? That'd be handy right now. Okay, so Agnes Baker has lived through Christmas Eve through the eyes of Ebenezer Scrooge. She's watched him turn away the guys collecting for charity. She's watched him talking down to Bob Cratchit, and watched him send away his, I think, somewhat annoying nephew. I mean, you know, he's made it clear he doesn't like Christmas, and there's his nephew keeps popping up with, "Oh, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas." You know, he even says to him, you know, "You keep it your own way, and I'll keep it mine." And even that's not good enough. It still keeps having a go at him. But there we go. He sent him away. Maybe he'll pop up later. We'll soon see, won't we? Okay, so he heads home, has a visitation from Jacob Marley, and is told to expect the Ghost of Christmas Past. So Ebenezer Scrooge pulls back the drapes of his four-poster to reveal the Ghost of Christmas Past, who is going to be played by Virgil Grey. Okay, so this is a little bit disappointing. Which version is it? So firstly, we've got 3 horror soak. That's pretty good, I suppose. After 1 or more signs of the gods. Okay, that's not going to happen. So basically, we just got a bit of soak. Somewhat disappointing, but I guess not. I guess that's okay. Right, here we go. We're off. We're going to head straight to Rivertown and then just hopefully start hoovering up some clues, and I'll get shriveling down while I'm at it. Okay, action 1. I will play Forbidden Knowledge, an Agnes classic. Second action, I will play Shriveling for 3. And that, of course, has got 4 charges. And then my third act. Oh no, sorry. That should. The 4 of Cups should have gone straight into play to give me a bonus to my willpower. And I've got another action left, so there's absolutely no point getting that clue. So I will move to Rivertown. Okay, so Rivertown is the location of Fezziwig's rubber chicken factory, depending on which version you've seen most recently, and this is the location where he realises that actually Christmas can be a bit of a good piss up, and he'd kind of forgotten about that. So okay, there we go. There's the end of our first turn. So we get scrounge for supplies, we get a resource, we stick a doom on the agenda. Let's see, we get just to be clear, this is the standard. This is the standard Midnight Masks encounter deck. See what we get. False lead. If you have no clues, false lead gains search. Place 2 doom on the nearest cultist. If there are no cultist enemies in play, search the encounter deck and discard part for a cultist enemy and spawn them. Okay, well I'm going to go for the normal acolyte, and I'm going to chuck him in the university and obviously place a doom on him, and hopefully I can just pick him off fairly soon. All right. Actually, is there a spawn effect here, or is it just wherever I like? If play it, yeah, so it follows its spawn effect. Okay, ready, here we go. So we'll put 6 cents into play. So we're pretty well set up here, actually. I've got to say, this is I've had far worse starts to games. Okay, that's my first action. Second action, we will investigate, and we are investigating a somewhat ridiculous 8-on-1. Here we go. First action, investigate. Okay, we have gained that clue. So we have cleared the clues. Ebenezer Scrooge is at the Fezziwig's Christmas party. Fezziwig's wife pops up. He sort of looks away for a moment, looks back, and is surprised to see that Fezziwig's wife has been replaced by Ishimaru Hikaru. Oh my word! Okay, she is tough nut. So we've bumped into quite a big one to kick off. Right. Okay. So let me just read her to you. She's got 6 fight, which is ridiculous. She's got 4 health, 3 evade. She's a hunter. After you deal damage to her by any effect other than attack, draw the top card of the encounter deck. Oh my god. Okay, that's really bad. So that means we can't use our ability, or I guess we could, and it might be worth it. All right, so we've got 2 actions left, so we just need to start zapping fairly quickly. So we'll use a charge here. So let's just double check. We get +3 and do +2 damage. Okay, here we go. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9 on 6. Oh, that seems like it should be all right. 9 on 6. Boom, skull. Okay, so that is 3 damage, and then see, here's the choice, because we're about to take 2 horror. I'll put them both on Virgil Grey. I could now trigger the ability, but that will trigger her ability, which will draw an encounter card. I think it's probably worth it, so I'll use one of those horrors on Agnes's. I'll tell you what, let's see if I can do it not using that rule I said about the ghosts and put it on myself. So there we go, that's the 4th damage, and that is our first point, I guess we call it. That's great, whee, excellent. However, we have just done damage, so we have to draw the top card of the encounter deck. And it is, oh my god, it's the Wizard of the Order. Right, we have to kill this guy, aren't we? Any empty location, let's pop him up there. So I guess we're going to come around this way. No, actually, no, it's a bit silly, isn't it? Let's put him here, then I'll go 1, 2, and try and sort some stuff out there. Okay, so I've got 1 action left. What to do? I guess I could come in here and just knock out the acolyte, couldn't I? No, I'll draw a card. I think I'm doing all right. Okay. Oh, it's a meat cleaver. Fantastic. Getting some great cards here. So, enemy phase. No hunter enemies. I get my second shriveling. Resource. A doom goes on. And when is this? At the end of the mythos phase, we had a doom. Okay. What's this? Test agility, which I'm going to fail. So I'm going to be taking a horror and damage. No doubt. No doubt. Here we go. 3 on 4. Auto fail. Well, why not? There we go. If we're going to fail it, we might as well fail it spectacularly. Okay, I'll put the horror on Virgil, and I'll put the damage on myself. Okay, right, in the mythos phase, the old wizard gets an order. Okay, so where are we going to head? We're going to take a slight detour to south side, even though there's nothing of a story anything to do with the story going on there, but we are going to have to pop this Wizard of the Order, aren't we? So we'll move down to south side. The clue will appear there. And I will... I forgot my rule, actually. I could have used that to deal with the extra damage. No, that's fine. That's all right. It's my own rule. It's my own stupid fault. Here we go. We will shrivel. So we are... what are we on? 9 on 4. Seems pretty good, doesn't it? Yay, excellent. He's dead. And we didn't take any horror that time. So that was first action, second action move there. And then I think what I'll do is I'll try and get this thing going a little bit quicker. He can engage me. I'll take a resource from Forbidden Knowledge, take a horror on myself, and ping the Acolyte as well. Okay, and we reveal the Miskatonic University. So the Miskatonic University represents Scrooge's school days, where he spent most of the time alone. We'll find out what happens when we clear those clues. Assuming we clear those clues, let's see what we get. Right, Reckless Assault, a resource, and the third doom is going on. Let's see what we get. Ooh, quick chill, quick chill. We should be pretty good for this. Is there anything that we don't mind ditching? I mean, we could live without Forbidden Knowledge, but I don't really want to lose it. And I like to play St. Hubert's Key. Well, I could get anything back with Scrounge for Supply, so I think I'll just go for it. I'm currently on 6 for willpower. Here we go. So this is Crypt Chill, the haunting of Jacob Marley, fresh from Ebenezer Scrooge's memory, isn't enough to make him drop his Forbidden Knowledge. Okay, the Forbidden Knowledge which is hidden in that book from the Silver Twilight Lodge. Okay, here we go. So we now what have we got going on here? Search top 6 cards of your deck for a tome or spell and add it to your hand. I mean, that would be great, except for the fact that I'm completely set up and couldn't be happier. Okay, let's just check the text on 6th Sense level 4. Okay, so it's still only one clue, but you can discover it from far away. Well, that's not going to do anything, except we are going to enjoy the willpower boost. So we are investigating 8 on 4. So this is first action, 8 on 4. Clue. Second action, 8 on 4. Yeah, nice. And then for my third action, I will put into play the Cleaver of Meat. There we go. Good times. All right, excellent. So upkeep. We've got Desperate Search. We gain a resource. We put the 4th Doom on. And let's see what we get. And it is Obscuring Fog attached to your location. Haha, joke's on you. All right, okay. So Ebenezer Scrooge is witnessing himself as a young boy. And in comes the headmaster. However, to Ebenezer's surprise, instead of the headmaster, he is instead faced with Nathan Wick. Funny thing, a lot of people don't know about Nathan Wick is he used to be a headmaster. Okay, so parlay test willpower to persuade Nathan to let you find another option. If you succeed, place 1 resource. Then, if there are 1 resource on him, add him to the victory display. Okay, so this seems like I could pretty much nail this straight away. I love it. But that was my first action, wasn't it? So I will now just take that test. Is this too easy? It might be. This might be a little bit too easy. I might have to find a way to make it harder. But I'm enjoying myself anyway. So here we go. 6 on 3. 6 on 3. Boom. There's the second one. Excellent. That's first action. Second action. 2 clues appear. And then third action, we have arrived at a, which one is this? Oh, yes. So this is, we've arrived in the commercial district, which is where Scrooge's counting house is kept. We're there in the past. We're not entirely sure why we're there at the moment, but we'll find out in a second. All right, okay, upkeep. We get the Heirloom of Hyperborea. We gain a resource, and the Doom goes on. And what have we got? It's a locked door. Ooh, brutal. Attached to the location with most clues. Okay, fine. So it goes there for now. However, we are going to have a problem dealing with that location if it comes. Right, we might just be able to do this. We might be able to clear this this turn and then get onto the Ghost of Christmas Present, getting all 3. Who knows? We'll be setting ourselves up with only 2 actions left to kill whatever pops up here. Let's see what it is. Okay, first job though is to investigate, and we are investigating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's the 8 coming from? 4 of Cups on 3. So 8 on 3. 8 on 3. Oh, we did not want to see the auto fail. Now we've got a real dilemma, haven't we? Let's do it again. 8 on 3. I mean, we have got these clues we can spend to deal some extra damage to whatever pops up, hopefully. Cultist. Okay, that's fine. What does that do? Place 1 on the nearest cultist enemy. There is none. Okay, so I've got 1 action left. Do I summon whatever demon is hiding in the counting house? Let's do it. Okay, so Ebenezer Scrooge is taken to a moment in his past where he chooses money, what Belle describes as a new golden idol, over her, and he later sees her with her family quite happy, and what would have been his great granddaughter is given a present, and she joyfully rips the paper off. However, he's slightly surprised to see that wrapped up in it was Jerome Davids. What? Okay, Hunter, Jerome Davids. After he engages you, choose and discard 2 cards from your hand. Okay. Right. Ooh, Jerome Davids. He could kind of be Bob Cratchit, couldn't he? But I'll get rid of the heirloom. I definitely don't want to throw away that. I don't feel like I need this. I'd love to play this at some point, just for a bit of horror soak. I will get rid of. Oh, let's get rid of Scrounge Supplies. Let's take a risk. Okay, well, I've got 1 action left, and I want to kill this guy in 1 shot because he's going to disappear when the agenda advances. So, we're going for a big shriveling charge, and I'll spend extra clues to deal the damage if necessary. Perhaps I'll try not to use that rule. Maybe that's a bit of a cheat. Let's just go for it. Here we go. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, loads. 9 on 4. This is looking pretty good. 9 on 4. Yeah, that's 3 damage, and I will take 1 off Forbidden Knowledge, put the last horror on Virgil Grey. Thank you very much. Goes from Christmas Past, and then we put a damage on Jerome Davies, and we just managed to secure all 3 of those before the agenda advanced. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to draw a card, Spectral Razor, get a resource, and take a quick breather before I put the Doom on, and before we travel to Christmas Present. Okay, welcome to Agenda 2. 6 Doom goes on, and we're into the Christmas Present. So we'll just see what Mythos card we get. Oof, it's a Hunting Knight. Go on. Not very nice. Not a very nice present. Okay, so off pops Virgil Grey, the sort of candle-looking like guy. And yeah, Ebenezer Scrooge wakes up in his bed expecting to see the Ghost of Christmas Present, and nothing happens. It says, I think the words are something like, nothing would have surprised him, although he was surprised to see nothing, or something like that. It's far better than that. However, he then pops into his other room, and sitting there upon a big pile of food and drink is the Ghost of Christmas Present, who will be played by... It's the custodian. I suppose that's fair. Right. Okay. Right. What does this guy do? Well, firstly, he's got no soak. However, when the investigator phase begins, if you control the custodian, which I do, I mean, you know, that's a little bit off theme. I kind of feel like we're more being controlled by the ghost, but we can draw 1 card. All right, why not? Okay, sounds good. All right, okay. So we've got 3 locations. We have got a market in Northside. We've got a house somewhere in a cheap area of Camden, which will be represented by Easttown, and we've got this place. And I can't remember what this place was. What was this place? Oh yes, of course, yes. Let's just say a relative lives there. All right, here we go. We are good to go. We're going to play. Let's just get going. Okay, what are we going to do with our Hunting Nightgaunt? Can we wipe him out with a Spectral Razor and then do the damage with the Forbidden Knowledge, or do we turn to the Meat Cleaver? Yeah, I think I like the Spectral Razor. Let's do that. So we are attacking. So our willpower is currently 6. Our fight is 2. So this is 8 on 3, and because it's non-elite, this is going to do 3 damage. So first action, Spectral Razor. Cultist, that is -1, put 1 enemy on the nearest cultist enemy. Fine. So he has taken 3 damage, and then I will take a resource and take a horror to ping the Night Gaunt. Okay, so that's my first action. Right, okay, well, I'm going to kind of leave this place here. I think I might make a rule that at the end of the game, if there's any places left, they're going to flip to an enemy just to see who it is and maybe see if I can kill them. But we'll see. I don't want to entirely make this up as I go along. Okay, so that's first action. Second action. So, why has the ghost of Christmas Present taken us to this quiet little house in the middle of Camden? We will find out, hopefully. Okay, so I've got one action left. We'll investigate with Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense is a great card. Oh, I forgot to do. I'm just ignoring the Ghost of Christmas Present. I'm not going to cheat. I forgot to take the card. I'll do it next time. That's all right. Here we go. So going for a clue. Yeah, that's a big win on a -1, and we get these clue. I've got loads of clues. I don't really know what I'm going to do with them. It's fine. Right, upkeep. Ooh, not that fight. I love that card. Resource. Doom. Here we go. What do we get? We get a locked door. Curses. Although actually, hang on, let's just think about this for a moment. I can attach it to any location, the location with the most clues. So I could chuck it in your house. Let's do it there. Okay, here we go. So first action, I'm actually going to play the St. Hubert's Key, which means that I am now on 3 out of 6 hollow, which means I'm now desperate, which is exciting. Okay, it's my first action. Second action, I am using Sixth Sense. Yep, good. That is a success. I will gain that clue. And I'm going a bit slower this time, aren't I? Am I just writing one of these off? Do I take another action? I think I better take another action. I don't think I should really. I forgot to take my card again. Oh, the Ghost of Christmas Present is just losing his mind with me. Quite rightly, to be honest. No, I don't think I want to turn that over just yet. So I'll take a resource. All right, upkeep. With science, that could come in very handy. Gain a resource. Here comes the Doom. What we got? Oof, acolytes. Well, we're chucking in Riverside on my way through. And let's go. So, all right, we're gonna draw our card from the custodian. Oh, it's another forbidden knowledge. Very nice. And we will see. So, yeah. Right, well, we were at the Cratchit's house, and Scrooge is delighted to see his clerk having such a wonderful time. Feels a bit bad that he's treated him a bit crap. Very upset to see his young son, his young poorly son, and the Ghost of Christmas Present tells him that if things don't change, then next Christmas there will not be his son. There will simply be his crutch sitting next to a stool, a crutch without an owner. And then in pops Mrs. Cratchit, with a pot which we assume contains the Christmas pudding. However, much to Scrooge's surprise, out pops Billy Cooper. Woo! Billy Cooper, and amazingly, this is where Billy Cooper hangs out. He hangs out in East Town. Well, there we go. He's crooked cop. So after the monster enemy is defeated in Billy Cooper's location, add him to the victory display. We're not going to do that. We're just going to scrap Billy Cooper in the good old-fashioned way. Which might be a bit of a struggle, actually, because we've only got 1 charge left on Shriveling. Okay, so we'll go for the Shriveling charge, and then we'll go for Meat Cleaver with the Reckless Assault to get that second hit. So let's do it. So Shriveling. So we are lots on 5. How much is it? Let's just get this absolutely right. We are 9 on 5. Let's see what we get. Boom! Boom! Elder Sign. We like that. That's 3 damage. Good. Yes, we like that a lot. And then for our second action, I mean, we could just ping him as well, but I feel like I'm pinging an awful lot, and I'm already desperate. It's very efficient now, isn't it, to ping? Let's ping. He is pung. Right, there we go. There's Billy Cooper done. There we go. We've killed the Christmas pudding that turned into a crooked cop. Oh, tell you what, we're reimagining the world of Dickens here. So that was my first action, actually. So it gives us enough time to meat cleaver this dude, doesn't it? Second action, we will move into his location, and then we will attack. We've got to be a bit careful here because we're only 4 on 3. I'm just wondering whether this might not be a bad choice for Not Without a Fight to go 6 on 3. Let's do that. Let's keep the pace going. 6 on 3, and then we can heal a horror. Oh, 2 elder signs in a row. That's awesome. Right, okay, he's gone. That's nice. And that's the end of that turn. So we get upkeep, which is a card, and it's unexpected courage, which is just never a bad card to see. And we get our third doom. All right, what do we got? Oh, you must either spend 1 clue or take 2 damage. I mean, this feels a little bit like overpowered, doesn't it? I've got too many clues. This card is not doing much to me. So I'm going to reword that as lose all your clues or take 2 damage. There we go. Right, okay, so next turn. So I'm going to head to south side. So this is a house where there's lots of hilarity going on, some great bants going on. So first action we'll go there. Second action we'll investigate with Sixth Sense. Why is there horror on the agenda? Good, we get that clue, and then for my final action, I will not flip because I am a little bit scared. So I'll play my second shriveling for 3. Nice. Okay, I think that's supposed to be a doom. That horror. Okay, so upkeep card, fight or flight. One of my faves. Absolutely love that card. I haven't really talked about the deck very much, have I? This is actually versatile. I've got what's it called? Hawkeye folding camera. It's not doing much. Well, obviously not because it's sitting in my deck somewhere, but works really, really well. This deck definitely worth a versatile. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's the blimmin' Hunting Nightgaunt's twin brother. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. Right, what are we going to do? I think we want to kill this guy super swift, so we will use a shriveling charge. And we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on 3 for 3 damage. We're going to take a... Oh, no. Yeah, okay. Perfect. That's a skull. So that's 3 damage. And I have to take 2 horror, both of which have to go on me, which is slightly concerning, but I will trigger my ability and kill the Nightgaunt. Right. Okay, right. So we've got that's first action. I forgot to do the Custodian again. Second action. So Scrooge and the Ghost of Christmas Present turn up to his nephew's house, who's been drinking all day. He's even more annoying than he normally is. Playing a game of yes and no. You know, nobody's getting it, and then his sister-in-law says, "Oh, I think I know what it is." She says, "Is it the Hunting Horror?" And to much hilarity, the answer is yes. Whew, the Hunting Horror, right? Okay, I'm not sure how we're going to deal with this guy. Let's put a rule. Let's put a rule because on the second agenda, we'll put 1. Resource on him, so that means that he's got +1 fight, +1 health, and +1 agility. So he's got 4 health that we need to deal with. So how do we do this? Do we go pure meat cleaver? What do we do? Just take off? No, we go shriveling first. So here we go. First shriveling charge. This will probably hit. It does hit. Unfortunately, we're going to take 2 horror. We've already used our ability as well this turn, which isn't great. So we take 2 horror. The first horror takes us beyond our threshold, which means we heal 2 horror and discard St. Hubert's Key. And the second horror takes us up to 5. Okay. Little bit stressed. So let's just do a plain old attack with the meat cleaver. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 on 3. I will chuck in the unexpected courage to go 6 on 3. 6 on 3, and hopefully if this hits, I will heal a horror. It does hit. So there you go. There's another one for the victory display. Oh, I've promoted the Hunting Nightgaunt to victory display. Right, nicely done. Good, happy with that. And I've just killed an enemy with a meat cleaver so I can heal a horror. Whew, okay, we're getting there. I think that's my third action. So here we go. Upkeep. Drawn to the flame. Never heard of it. Oh, that's good. That means we don't have to worry about the locked door. It's coming together. Or do we head up here? Oh, we haven't got time. There's no time to do that. So we won't. All right, false lead. If you have no clues, it gains search. Otherwise, yeah. See, this is another example where it just doesn't really do anything. So we're 2 on 4. We're going to fail. Yeah, we fail. We lose a clue. All right, never mind. Right, okay. So I will remember the custodian this time and draw a card. Oh, it's another fight or flight. We're looking good. We're looking good. I'm just going to tool up, I think. Second action, I'll play Forbidden Knowledge. And third action, I don't know. I don't want to draw a card. Or do I want to draw a card? Perhaps I'll draw a card. Let's draw a card. Whee! Whee! Big Peter. Big Pete. Bebop. Nice. Okay, right. So, upkeep. Gain a card. Deny existence. That's very handy. Gain a resource. And the Doom advances. And we are on to the Ghost. We're on to Christmas yet to come. So I'm going to take a slight pause. Okay, and we're ready to go. We're at the Christmas yet to come. So what I've got is I've got 3 flood tokens, 1 in St Mary's Hospital, 1 in my house, and 1 in the graveyard. And what I've decided to do then, to make it a little bit more change, I'm going to move this flood token to the graveyard. Graveyard has to be the last location I go to. So the Ghost of Christmas Past grows old. He can Scrooge notices his hair going grey, and as he slowly vanishes from sight. Scrooge looks around, terrified, absolutely terrified, looking for the ghost of Christmas yet to come. No sign, and then slowly but surely he looks at his own shadow, and it turns into the form of. I don't believe it. Oh, it's the helpless passenger. That's great. Okay, so for some he surges. I mean, I don't know what to do about that. I'm not taking the top card of that. Put him into play at the location to your left, or to the location, or at your location if you cannot. Right. Okay. Take control of the helpless passenger. If he leaves play, investigate takes 1 horror. Oh, I see. Okay, that didn't quite work then as I thought. Okay, well, the rule is I have to pick him up. We'll just do it like that. All right. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we get. You must either spend 1 clue or take 2 damage. Oh God, but it looks like I'm taking 2 damage. I have got what's it called? The deny existence, but I'm going to save it for my horror. Okay, right. So first action, I'm going to move in. Second action, so St Mary's Hospital. I've kind of slightly played with the plot here, and this is going to be unfortunately. It's a very sad-looking family sitting around St Mary's Hospital. Okay, I'll take control of the Ghost of Christmas Future, who is just like more scared than I am, which is fine. And then for my third action, investigating using Sixth Sense. Which is a blooming good card, isn't it? Oh yeah, big thanks to my power Pedador for pointing out to me the fact it doesn't exhaust. I've been exhausting it in all my plays, and it doesn't exhaust, does it? Oh my God, it's my third Elder Sign. Right, I obviously won't flip the enemy now. I might as well do it at the start of the next turn. Here we go. What do we get? We get another Reckless Assault. I didn't actually know I had 2 in there. What do I get rid of? I kind of feel like Read the Signs is a bit surplus to requirement. Have I gained a resource? I think I did, yeah. Okay, so here comes the Doom. Let's see what we get. We've got 8 Doom this time. Oh God. Oh no. Okay, this has gone a bit wrong now. Spend 1 clue and or take 2 high. I will use deny existence this time. I can't go down to 1 health. I really want to kill the helpless passenger. Right, okay, first action. B Mark. Big Pete. Right, okay, here we go. So that's my first action. So second action, yes, indeed, this unfortunately is the scene at the hospital. Sad times for the Cratchit family. Bob Cratchit is there looking sad, although Scrooge knows he can't see him. It looks like he's looking right at him, and the absolute horror of the moment becomes too much. Although the horror on Bob Cratchit's face, he suddenly realises it's nothing to do with what's just happened at the hospital. It's because standing right behind Scrooge is a massive formless spawn. Okay. Wow, we've got a problem. Oh wow, we've got a problem. Okay, so I've got 3 actions left. Let's just have a look at this guy. Massive. Cannot be moved or move. he gets +1 fight and +1 evade for something to do with the Nexus of Inkai that doesn't exist in Dickens's A Christmas Carol. Okay, well, I guess actually it's not too bad. His evade is quite low. He's just going to take an age to knock out, isn't he? Ooh, dear. Okay, right. So that's my first action. Second action, I guess I'm evading. I mean, I am 4 on 2 now. Maybe I'll save my fight or flight for later. 4 and 2 to evade. Second action. Let's go. Let's pass. Okay, so third action is shriveling tea. We've now got a nice bucket for dumping our horror. Cheers, cheers, Pete, old bean. So here we go. We're lots on 2. So that is 3 damage on that dude. All right, nice. Okay, so upkeep phase. Formula Spawn wakes up. We gain a card, and it is Not Without Fight. That will help us with the evade. We gain a resource. We put a Doom. And what's the card? It is oh, that's interesting. It's going to draw us away from the Formula Spawn. All right, perhaps that's not as bad as it sounds. Okay, I am actually going to leg it from the Formula Spawn. I might have to just let that one go. I really want to get to the graveyard before the end of the game. So we'll say he pings to the graveyard when the Doom advances. Here we go. So we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on 4. Oh, hang on a minute. We want to pass this, don't we? Okay, so we're 4 on 4. 4 on 4. That's a fail. So we take 1 damage and 1 horror. We'll put the damage and the horror on ourselves, and we'll just give the Formula Spawn a cheeky ping on our way past. Is that the order it happens? Do we take the horror then move, or do we move and take the horror? Yeah, no, it happens that way, and we're there. We're in the central location. Haha, nice. Maybe we'll see you later. Maybe we won't. No promises, Formula Spawn. All right, okay. So here we go. We're going to move into our house. Why have we gone back there? Wow. Okay, we're going to play Drawn to the Flame. Or is it better just to beat our way through it using the fight or flight? Let's go for the fight or flight. No, because then otherwise we're not using Drawn to the Flame, are we? Use Drawn to the Flame. Let's see what we get. And it is a Cultist. Okay, well, we'll dump him in Rivertown. He's gone to Fezziwig's rubber chicken factory. We gained a clue. So what was that? That first action was move. Second action was do that. We're getting a bit weak now, so I don't feel like we should really spend our third action. We should reveal that without with only 1 action left. So we draw a card. Emergency cash. All right. So upkeep. Oh, we're haunted. Very appropriate. Doom. 4th Doom goes on. What have we got? It is okay. That's okay. We've got a obscuring fog. No dramas whatsoever. Right, here we go. So this is Scrooge. Scrooge is visiting his home to discover that somebody has been stealing his blankets, saying they're still warm, but it's the only warmth he ever had, and it is his housekeeper who today is looking suspiciously like Annette Mason. Oh dear. Okay, she's alert, she's a hunter. She gets -2 health for each clue controlled by an investigator. Oh, okay. Right, okay, look, I'm taking it. I don't care how much of a cheat that is. You know, I'm taking the bad, I'm taking the rough with the smooth. She's only got 2 health, so that's very nice indeed. So I just need to hit her once. How to do it. How to do it. Right, am I desperate? I am desperate, so I will take a damage. I'll take a horror using my meat cleaver, but I'll put it on Pete because this will do 2 damage, and I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on 5. Hope this hits. 8 on 5. This is first action. Yes, and that Mason is gone. Beautiful, and I get to kill a horror. So that's my first action. Second action, I will move in there. He engages me, and I will. What do I do about this guy? Mid-cleaver? Or do I just ping him? It's just. So what have I done? I'm full. I've moved. I will ping him. Let's ping him. And he is gone. All right, nice. So I've got an action left. and I will enter the graveyard. Scrooge's attention is drawn to one particular gravestone, which seems to be almost drawing his attention beyond his control. What is our willpower? 6, 7, 6. 6 on, what is it? 6 on 3. It's good enough. We're in to the graveyard, ready for the final confrontation. Here we go. Right. Enemy phase. No hunters. Upkeep. Another Peter. We gain a resource. We put the 4th Doom on there. Oh, look at it. We got for the encounter deck like crazy. How's that happened? Put to... Oh, okay. Oh, no. We've got to spawn a cultist. All right. Well, let's just spawn in there and we'll call it a lost turn. Right. Okay. So we are wanting to get these clues pretty quickly. That drawn to the flame would be quite handy now. I think we have to go first action, get rid of the... Oh, do I need to get rid of the hunted? Haunted? Hunted? Maybe I don't. Let's investigate. I am using Sixth Sense. I'm lots on 1, so first action. -4. Okay, is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9, 5 against 1. Yes. Okay, I think we just know that we're okay. So that's my first action. Second action, I'll be investigating again. That horror should be on Pete. Or maybe it should be gone. I don't know. Let's have a look. Yeah, good. That's a second action. And for my third action, I suppose, I mean, might as well just play emergency cash. Just get loads of money. I mean, it's somewhat standing on the point of this whole story, just the importance of all the money. But yeah, that's exactly what we'll do. Okay, so we heal that horror. We gain a resource. Oh, deny existence. Very good. We gain another resource. We get the 5th Doom, and how is this the last card of the encounter deck? I don't understand how this has happened. Crypt Chill. What could I be happily losing here? I could lose the Sixth Sense now. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's all good. -4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, -4. Okay, we do lose an asset, and it will be the Sixth Sense. Sixth Sense. You have done well, my friend. Okay, so the question is, do I get rid of the Haunted before I reveal the first enemy? We've only got 2 turns. We do not have time for that kind of thing. So, yeah, but no, there's 2 lines written on the grave that you can't see. He rubs away the first line, and it says Christmas. It says December 25th, and then from behind the gravestone appears. It's Annette Mason. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. All right. So, yeah, she's just an enemy. She ain't got much going on. She's got some sort of mojo with witches, which isn't going to happen. So we'll be all right. Right. Okay. Good. We got 3 actions to kill her. What do we do? How do we do it? Do we go for the shriveling charge and then just forbidden knowledge? Chuck it on Pete. Seems all right. Let's go for it. So shriveling charge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take away 1 is 9. We're probably okay, and we are okay. So there goes 3 damage, and then we will. Okay, no, of course we don't put the horror on us, do we? We don't put the horror on Pete. Do we use our? Okay, let's use the meat cleaver with not without fight. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. That's a bit sucky, isn't it? Oh no, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll play fight or flight. Now we're on silly score. So 1, 2, 3, 4, plus our horror, which is 9. Take away 1, which is 8. We're using the meat cleaver. We're not charging it up. Boom, she's gone. That's 2 Annette Masons defeated in 1 day. I've got 1 action remaining. Should we nip in and pop that acolyte? Let's do it. We'll nip in there, we'll pop the acolyte. We will take the horror on ourselves and pop the acolyte. So we've got ourselves another action. Alright, okay, here we go. So upkeep, we've got drawn to the flame. It's got icons, we've got a resource, and we put our 6th Doom on, and I'm going to have to pause because for some reason I'm going to have to shuffle the encounter deck. Alright, see you in a sec. Right, hi guys, Brownloaf here. I'm interrupting the video because I've just watched the rest of it and I've discovered that there have been 3 Christmas miracles.
Firstly, the Ghost of Christmas Past came down and changed the text on Agnes, removing the line that says I can only use her ability once per phase. Secondly, the Ghost of Christmas Present came down and made me misread a number. I thought it said 3, whereas it actually said 2. You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But then most incredibly, and linked to that, and coming to my rescue, the Ghost of Christmas Future has actually changed the laws of maths. I've always thought that 5 take away 3 was 2, but no, it turns out I was wrong. 5 take away 3 is now 3, which meant that I passed the test anyway. God bless us. God bless us, everyone. If you spot any more Christmas miracles, feel free to let me know. Enjoy the rest of the play.
All right, it's back. We're getting to the dramatic conclusion now. What is it? False lead. If you have no clues, that's okay. So, you know, thinking about this scenario as a whole, I think the thing that's really sort of, what is this? For each point you fail by, place one of your clues on your location. That's pretty much all of them, isn't it? I think one of the issues with this is the clues don't really do very much. No, that's actually a 0. So what did I do there? I lost by 2. Okay, fine. Don't need those clues. Anyway, even if I did, I could draw into the flame them. So I'm going to look at this again and see how it goes. However, let's get to it. Let's see what happens at the end. So Scrooge moves in. The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, who looks an awful lot like a helpless passenger, points to the name. The snow blows away and he sees engraved Ebenezer Scrooge. He flicks back, has a quick look at the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, but behind him is standing the terrible visage of Dole of the Wastes. Wow, this could be actually quite a scrap. I've only got 2 actions left this turn. I've got no shrivelling charges left. This could be the end of Scrooge's story. Whew. Okay, I've got a big problem here, haven't I? Yes, you have. You have indeed. Okay. Alright, 2 actions left. I guess I could evade, buy myself a little bit of time. So let's start with that. I'll be evading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 against 3. Five against 3, that's successful just. Okay, and then for my final action, God, what do we want to do? Man, I wish I didn't have Haunted now. Okay, let's not panic. I mean, let's draw a card. 6 cents. Okay, didn't do anything. Right, okay, so he wakes up. We draw a card and we go in a resource. Water protection might come in handy. We could probably ping the enemy. Let's see what we get. It's the hunting night god. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong at the death here, hasn't it? Okay, so I would say that if we can kill this doll, this will be classed as a success. If we can't, then it'll be an absolute failure. Have we got the horror? We can just about do the horror. We can with the meat cleaver. We're going to have to do some incredible hitting here. So let's go for it. First action, hitting with the meat cleaver, taking a horror on myself, which will immediately do 1 damage to the doll. Okay, and we are currently on 3 against 6. This is just oh yeah, and we're going to play Fight or Flight, which is going to give us +6. Okay, so we just go through the maths again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. 9 on 6. Did I commit anything? No. 9 on 6. First meat cleaver attack. 9 on 6. Here it is. Good. That is -0. So that is 2 more damage. Thank you, meat cleaver. Okay. Second attack. I will do the same. This time I'll put the horror on Pete. Let's see what we get. -1, that's 2 more damage. I love it. And then final one, I will use it, but I will not, yeah, I won't put the horror on anybody. Let's see what we get. -1, the doll is gone. I can heal a horror off myself. Get all overexcited. Getting all overexcited. Okay, right, so that is the end of my turn, which means I can heal a horror off Pete. And then the Night Gaunt attacks. So I will put damage on me and horror on Pete. Upkeep, which is Uncoded Soul. Gain a resource, and then we put the 8th Doom, which kind of ends the scenario. But let's just say that it brings the Formless Spawn to my location. Let's see what we get. It's this card again. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to commit Desperate Search so I pass it. Here we go. Here it is, here it is. Yep, that's a pass by a mile. Right, okay, so all we've got to do is try and kill this Formless Spawn. Can we do it? I think we probably can, you know. Let's see what we get. I could have been cancelled it with a Ward of Protection. Okay, so here we go. First action, we will use the Meat Cleaver. We will use it and take a horror ourselves, which will put another damage on the Formless Spawn. Okay, hey, hang on a minute. I've run out of I've run out of what's it called? What is it called? Fight or flight. So what am I? 1, 2, 3, 4 on 3 on 2. So I will commit. How many times do I need to hit this guy? I could finish him off with a Forbidden Knowledge, couldn't I? So 3 on 2. I'm going to commit both of those to go 5 on 2. Boom. That's 2 damage. Nice. Okay. Next attack. I will put the horror on Pete this time. And I will commit Reckless Assault. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on 2. This will be for 2 more damage. Yes, good. Okay, there we go. And then I will take a resource of Forbidden Knowledge and do 1 more damage, which will kill the Formless Spawn. And there we go. That is victory. Lots of dancing around. What day is this, boy? The ghosts, they did it all in one day between them. Who did we have again? We had, I forgot who the first person was. It's so long ago. Who was it? We had Virgil Grey as the Ghost of Christmas Past, the Custodian as the Ghost of Christmas Present, and the Helpless Passenger as the Ghost of Christmas Future. Okay. Does it work? I don't know, but I had quite a lot of fun. It's probably going to take me a couple of hours now to sort out these cards, but there we go. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a lovely, lovely time. Stay safe. Thank you so much for your support. This has really helped me get through a very, very tough year. Let me know what you think of it. I mean, it's just a bit of fun. Maybe I will sit down and try and make a far more cohesive Christmas Carol experience. But there we go. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.